The voice of college football breaking down the Badgers, courtesy Tyler Hunt from Bucky's Fifth Quarter on SB Nation. Wisconsin headed to spring practice at some point, yet to be announced, and that's not an unusual thing these days. Most of these spring practice sessions are pretty much up in the air until they get a gauge on exactly what's going on, who's going to be there, and when they can safely hit the field. Tyler, how we doing today?
I'm doing really good. Yeah, excited for spring practice to start up whenever they get around to it. I know Wisconsin in the last few weeks has just kind of been finalizing their coaching staff. So I would have to imagine now that they've got that pretty well buttoned up, they'll go ahead and get a schedule out soon. And I'll be looking forward to seeing what the team does in this spring practice. I know for Wisconsin, they definitely missed not having one last year. So to have a spring practice this year, I think will be a huge benefit for them moving into this fall.
Okay, let's get to a couple of key positions. One on offense is always running back. They're going to get their touches. They're going to pound the line, of course. Jalen Berger, people are excited about him coming off 5 yards per carry and a couple of touchdowns last year. Nakia Watson gone. Garrett Groshek gone. So who are the candidates to join Berger?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Jalen Berger is going to be coming into this year as, a true freshman with that extra year of eligibility. So he's got a lot under his belt that I think he'll be the primary bell cow. We saw last year they kind of limited his touches. I don't think it was by design, but it seemed like those few games that he was in there was 15 touches, and that was about it. I'd have to imagine Wisconsin's going to be leaning on him, much heavier than what they did last year. But part of that comes with having a backup that you feel comfortable going to. Right now, they don't necessarily have one in the mold that's played a lot of football. Julius Davis was a highly recruited kid out of Menominee Falls, Wisconsin. He's only had one carry. He had one carry for Wisconsin last year. We thought something maybe more was going on there, but doesn't seem to be. We thought you'd maybe see more of him just given some of the injuries there. So he's a candidate. Coming into last year, Isaac Garendo was a guy that's got a ton of speed and athleticism. Could be a candidate, but he battled through injuries a lot last year. So we'll have to wait and see what he brings. And then Wisconsin was kind of kicking the tires in the transfer portal. Missed out on the running backs that they were after. Of course, Marquise Stepp ended up going to Nebraska. Wisconsin was kind of in on him. So I think they're still active in that transfer market. Not sure if there's anything right now that they're really finding or feel good with. So it's probably going to be an internal staff. They've got some young recruits coming into Antoine Roberts, Loyal Crawford, Jackson Akers. So they got 3 running backs in this incoming class, but it's going to be a running back guy by committee behind Berger. And thankfully, he's been really good earlier in his career, but I think they're going to definitely need to find someone behind him to be that number 2 for sure.
Well, Tyler, you know what College Football Nation expects out of the running back position at Wisconsin. So somebody needs to step up, if not 2 or 3 guys.
Mm-hmm. For sure. It's going to be interesting battle to watch this spring. That'll be one to certainly keep an eye on.